after designing such programs, we need to go for functions concept, right? Functions concept is very essential. Let's see about it. Function is a group of statements, right? Statements means here the lines of code what we write is a group of statements that together perform a task, right? So it will be within a scope. I'll show you an example. Function is a group of statements, that is what we write lines of code. Those lines of code will be stored in a block. That block will be given a specific name so that later on from the main function we can call that function so that to execute this group of statements which are being put up together. Right now, what does functions do? Initially, for designing a structured program, we have said that we need to divide our program into smaller sub programs. Now we cannot store, can say smaller programs into different files, right? Our entire application will be stored in a single .c file. Now how those logical, you can say codes are divided. So functions, with the help of functions, what we do is we divide our code logically, right? Not physically. That means those parts are divided logically depending on these functions, right? The main block will remain the same. If I want to go for any arithmetic operations such as addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, what I'll do is rather than putting all these variables into a single block, I'll divide them logically into 4 different functions. So whenever I only want to go for addition, I'll call the addition function and it will return me the addition of given two integers depending on the data type as integer or float. Secondly, if I want to go for subtraction, I'll use the same procedure for multiplication and so on for division, right? So in this task of dividing your code logically helps you to load only those variables which are required for a single function. Remaining 3 functions for arithmetic operations will not be coming into existence, right? Those variables will not consuming any memory on your, you can say on your machine, or it won't take any time for execution, right? So only that function, a particular function, will be executed, right? So functions, what does? Functions help us to divide the code logically. So a function has a declaration and a definition, right? So we'll see that declaration and definition. There are also one more, you can say category, that calling a function. So after declaring, defining, we have to call a function. We'll see those points later. Right now, there are some advantages to note down regarding functions. Why we should go for functions? Why not unstructured programming is so successful comparatively? Now think of an application you have made as in a simple calculator, right? You are only performed addition, subtraction, multiplication and division in a very early stage. This is your calculator build-up. Now, for some instance, you think that there must be a decimal point also if I want to go for lower values, right? So what you do is for the same application, you add one more module which will have a data type consisting of double or float, right? Rather than only integer. Now you have added one more functionality into your application. Now think of if you are using an unstructured programming, you have to write the same application again from scratch, add that function, or you can say lines of code into your entire program, compile it and again execute it. What functions help us to divide that into a logical part? So if you want to add data types such as double and float, you can add that function logically or delete it logically, right? So this is the main advantage of using functions. Let's see one by one. So first advantage of using function, we can say that we can avoid rewriting same logic again and again in the program, right? So code reusability, again you can say here. Functions can be called any number of times and from anywhere in the program. So no matter how much lines of code, number of lines of code your program has, you can call any function any number of times and from anywhere in the program, right? So there's no limitation that you must be in a particular scope to call a function. You can call it from anywhere, right? Third advantage of using function is Large and complex C programs can be easily divided into multiple functions, right? As I said, dividing the programs into small programs, right? So large and complex C programs, what we write as an application, can be easily divided into different multiple functions, that is smaller sub programs. Okay. The next point is aspects of a function. How we should look for a function. Basically, there are three different aspects of a function. We have first as a function declaration, then we have a function call, and we have a function definition. Right. What does function declaration do? A function must be declared globally in the program, and in a C program, tell the compiler about the function name, the function parameters, and the return type. Right, so you note down these three. A function declaration must be declared globally in the program, right, so that you can access it from everywhere, right, or anywhere from the program. Otherwise, if you limit its scope, you will be only accessing that function within the provided scope. If you declare it globally, you can access it from anywhere in your program. Okay, so three things to note down about a function is a function name, a function parameters, and the return type of that function. Then for a function call, so it can be called from anywhere in the program, as I said, anywhere. Condition is it must be declared globally. If you want to limit the scope, you can do it, but if you want to use it to its fullest, you can declare the function at a global level, right? So the parameter list must not differ in the function calling and the function declaration. So whatever function call you are given in the declaration, the number of parameters must be the same as of the declaration, right? So we must pass the same number of functions as it is declared in the function declaration. I'll show you a code snippet of how a function can be declared, called, and defined. Now for function definition, see, this is actual body, right, in which the code statements are to be executed. This is where we write our logical code and divide it over here. So this part of definition is being logically divided into a smaller sub program, right? So what we do is we give a name to a function, we declare it either local in the local scope or in the global scope, and then we call that function from anywhere in the program, right? So it is the most important aspect from which to control comes from a function, right? Here we must notice that only one value can be written from a function. So the function may be multiple, right, with different instances, but one function can return only one value,